Welcome back to the channel. I'm very excited because I have in my hands what will be my new phone for 2022. So this is the Microsoft Surface Duo 2, and I'm excited about it simply because it's a different kind of phone. If you're watching this video, you probably have a clue about it. It's dual screen. That's why it's called a Duo. That means it's got two screens that fold in like a book. Now, this phone, I'm excited about it because I'm really bored with the design for smartphones over the last few years. It's just a straight slab of glass that, the specs get upgraded every year. You get a faster processor, a little bit faster RAM, newer software, maybe Android 11, Android 12 now. But all together, it's just almost the same experience for the last few years. This phone gives you a totally new experience, and I'm excited to have it in my hand. It's going to be my new phone, hopefully, for the next 1 or 2 years. It's a Duo, so just to tell you a little bit about it, if you don't know about it, it's got two screens, like I said. It's folded in like a book. This is all the high-end spec. The first Duo was done in 2020. It was just a Duo. It was a very beautiful hardware, extremely nice phone. It's got some downsides. The software wasn't very ready. There were some bugs on the software. Some people complained about that, but overall it was an amazing phone. I think it was the most beautiful phone of 2020. And in the Duo 2, Microsoft has fixed a lot of the issues with the first one, including putting a camera bump. Before, there was no camera bump. It was just meant to be like your work material, like a productivity gadget. It's got one selfie camera that was 11 megapixel. It was okay for use, but everybody complained that to have a device in their hand that also doubles as a phone, you need a camera. So Microsoft listened to everybody, and now they put a triple camera, and it's got a big bump on the back. We're going to see it when we unbox this guy. For specs, it is just all the specs you expect for a 2021 high-end phone. It's Snapdragon 888 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. Comes in the box with Android 11, upgradable to Android 12 later, and not just Android 12, because now Google is now testing, not yet fully out, but the beta is out for Android 12L. So this 12L is for foldable phones and tablets to make an Android experience. Finally, Google is going to make an Android experience for tablets, large screen devices, and foldables. So this will upgrade later to a 12L. But just for info on that, a lot of the features that will come on Android 12L are already on this phone, because Microsoft and indeed Samsung, who also has the foldable phones, have already tweaked the software on their own, because Google would not do it. So a lot of the things that Google is now trying to do with the 12L already works in most of the foldables that are out. Talking about foldables, I think some of the most exciting phones in 2021 will be the Samsung Galaxy Fold, the Z Fold 3, and the Z Flip 3, because they're just different from this straight slab of glass that we've had all for the last few years. So I'm excited. I don't think I want to use a straight glass slab phone anymore. Let's unbox this guy and see what is in it. So just to also say, I got this. I will not unbox this now because I don't want to put a case on it yet. I want to use the device for a while, and then I'll see. This is Microsoft Surface Duo 2 pen cover. So what it does is it's like a case on the phone, and when you put it, all of a sudden you can use your slim pen. I've got a slim pen too with my Surface Pro X. I just got a slim pen too. I unboxed in the channel. If you've not seen that, you can see I talked about it a bit. It's got some new features from the Pen 1. So this also works with the Surface Duo. And just to say that when you use this case on the Duo, now you can charge this, because this case is a charge case for the pen. Okay, so Like I said, I'll unbox this later when I'm ready to put it on the phone. I want to experience the phone a bit, and then I can unbox it. So let's open this boy and see what we've got. Always nice to have a new gadget in the house. Okay. The Surface Duo, the first one, was only white color, but this Duo 2 now comes in white and black. And many people went for the black. I decided to go for the white because I think it's more beautiful, just more premium looking, in my opinion. What do we got? The Android 11, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, the Glacier, which is the white, and blah, 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 blah. Surface Duo 2. I'm excited. Let's open it. Okay, Microsoft always does very nice packaging. I always like their packaging, and I keep them. I have a lot of them lying around here for my Microsoft devices and gadgets. Whew. 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 I love it. It's got some heft to it, but it is pretty. Let's keep that aside for a while. What else is in the box? I hear it doesn't come with a charging brick anymore. No thanks to Apple. So what is in this then? Nothing. Just some protection for the phone. Okay. In here, I think we've got some paperwork and the SIM ejector tool. Yeah, some paperwork. We're going to read that later when we set it up. So I'm going to set up this after now. Put my main SIM in it. And I'm going to do loads of videos on this. Trust me, I'm going to do loads of video on this because I want to go through the experience of using this amazing phone with you. So if you're excited to go on that journey with me and you're not subscribed, please do now subscribe. And let's go on a journey with this. We're going to be able to provide answers to questions. If you have any things you want to know about the Surface Duo 2, in terms of the experience, in terms of how it works, is it buggy, does it have issues, is it beautiful? I think it's a beautiful hardware. Wow. So I'm going to have loads of videos on this for you tech guys who like to know about the Duo 2. I think this will just be the USB cable. Let's see. Yep, it's the USB. Oh, thankfully it's C to C. I didn't like the A to C. So this is the C to C cable. So I'm not going to give it to Winifred. If it was A to C, I was going to give it to her. But nah, I'm going to keep this. I like the C to C. And it's a good length. Let's see how long it is. Can you see that? Yeah, it's a good length. It's a good 1 meter or slightly over a meter. So it's good. That's everything in the box. I love the box. It's so solid and firm. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to have to just keep it. Okay, so let's open this boy and see what we've got here. This, my friends, is the Surface Duo 2. 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. Let's just open it. So at the bottom here, you've got the USB-C for charging, the USB-C port, and the SIM card slot on the other side. Nothing on the top. On the side, you've got the power button, which also doubles as your fingerprint to unlock and to wake the device. Your volume rocker up and down, and that's about it. And at the back here, you've got this beautiful bump. You know, I was almost not going to buy this phone because of the bump, because the first one, like I said, didn't have a bump, and it was so beautiful. And then when I saw the first leaks of this bump, I was like, whoa, I won't buy it. But it looks really beautiful. It doesn't look like a problem. It doesn't allow the phone to fold fully backwards, but we'll come to that later. Let's open this guy. Okay. Wow. Whew. I like it. It's heft. Ah, that's so satisfying. You hear that? Let's do that on the microphone. Can you hear that? Whew. The hinge is so firm, it can stay in any direction. It's just beautiful. Aha. With the bump, you also got some magnets there that makes that noise. Let's do that again. So, because of that, it's not fully flush when you turn it 360 degrees, but I don't care. I think I like it like that. I think it's beautiful the way it is. Yeah. So, what else is in the spec? It's everything you want in a high-end phone. Like I said, I like this beautiful white. It's all glass, so you have to. It's apparently very fragile. I'll have to use the case now, but I want to use it for a couple of days before I put the case. Let me just enjoy this beauty of a phone. So it's got triple camera. I'll need to check the spec. I'll put them somewhere there. You can see them, all the basic spec. I'm not going into in depth of all the spec, but this thing is really beautiful. And see how thin it is. Can you see that? So it is said that this is the thinnest 5G phone in the world. There's no 5G phone as thin as this. It is extremely thin. See how thin that is. Really thin. And so let's talk about some things. It's got the screen in this second version, the Duo 2. You can see it curves a little bit in to the hinge. Why? Because it leaves a bit of screen estate here, and Microsoft uses that to put some notifications, because the first one didn't have any notification outside. And I like the fact that they didn't put any screen here. It's just pretty like this. Let's just leave it like this. I know all the YouTubers are talking about how there needs to be an outside display. I'm going to use it for a while, and maybe I'll join the crew asking for an outside display. But for now, I think it's just so beautiful. I mean, it's got peep mode where you can open and you can see the notifications just peep and peek. You can just, and then it's got this notification glance bar here. That's what it's called. So you can see the time. Sometimes you can see if you got a phone call, it will flash here. If you're charging, it will show you the battery if you just press the button. So those are some of the things that were in the Duo 2 and not in the first edition. And it's got slightly bigger screen, a little bit bigger, because they shrink the bezels a little bit, but it's still got big bezels anyway. It's a bit rounded on the edges compared to the first edition, and that makes it very easy to. I thought it was going to be very big and impossible to hold. I mean, it's still a bit big to use to make phone calls, like on your ear, but who does that? I don't want to do that. I've got headsets for that. But it's not too big, and it's a good book. So what this does, let's talk about what this does. This is one device that now sits in the center of your ecosystem. What that means is that if you've got, with this, the way I'll use it is I'll get another phone. Of course, I use two phones, so I get a second small rugged phone to go to the gym, to take a walk in the evening, receive the calls and all of that. So all the WhatsApp group chats are on this one because I don't like WhatsApp on my private line. So my private line will be here. You've got a second rugged phone, and then you've got a computer. So this is my computer, my Surface Pro X. So all of a sudden, your productivity looks like this. Okay, looks like a computer and two phones. My productivity will look like that. Now the pen, like I said, you can see it magnets. It can stay here, and when I put that cover, it can charge. Now it cannot charge, but it's got a firm magnet. It can stay there. So you can use the pen. You can write on it. It's touch. So you notice how sometimes you need a small jotter in your bag or in your pocket because you want to quickly take notes with the pen. It's time to throw it away now, because this will do that absolutely well. But let's talk about what this really does in this your little productivity ecosystem. So what it does is, your phone is just one screen. This is two screens. And what it is you can now open, for example, your mail, Outlook. And when you click on a mail to open, it doesn't have to open on top of that mail and you don't see any other thing. It opens on the next screen. So you can read the mail and still see all the other mails. And you can refer when you work. You can open mail and calendar so you can check what you have and cross-check it with a mail. You can open your calendar and your to-do list. So it enhances your productivity. And you can pair those apps in pairs. So when you just click, you can open an app pair and then you can work together. Several times you are taking a picture, and once you finish taking the picture saves somewhere else. You don't see it immediately because you're using your screen. It's just one screen. With this, you can take a picture from one screen and the picture shows on the other screen. So you can see if what you have taken is good, and if you need to take another one, you can edit the picture with all the controls on one place. If you're a gamer, look at this. This is called, laptop mode or something. Can you see this fully? When you're in this mode, you can have your game play here and your controls on the other, and with the Game Pass by Microsoft, you can actually play your full game, all you gamers. I don't game, so I don't know much about gaming, but I've seen the videos of how people are gaming with this screen, and the controls are here, and they're just like that, and and gaming, and it's amazing. So you can do so much. Now, one of the things I'm going to do in my own space is I'm going to edit my videos on the Duo 2. How do I do that? I'm going to use this as my timeline, so all the scrubbing will be here and my view will be here. So I used to edit on this guy. I'm just going to edit here. Okay, some people ask me, how do you edit on this phone, on this Surface Pro X? It's not a powerful device for editing. Well, if you've heard of WeVideo, they're not sponsoring me, but I use them a lot because they're an online video editing software. So you don't need to use the hardware of your device. You just need to have good internet connection and you can edit all your videos on the go. And you can even collaborate. Someone else can be working on the same video with you. It's a beautiful software. It's called WeVideo. Just check it out if you want. That's how I edit my videos when I'm using a not so powerful device like this. But now I'm going to go back to editing on Android. And there's a very interesting video editing app called Power Director. So Power Director is very good, and with this Snapdragon 888 on this device, I'm excited at the possibilities of being able to edit my video, like I said, timeline on one screen and video on the other screen. I'm really excited. It's not just a beauty to hold and to have, it is a productivity machine that takes a lot of things my other phone will do, a lot of things my computer will do, and with this device, it becomes the center of my whole productivity ecosystem. So I'm going to do so much on this device. Join me on that journey with this device. Let's go there together. Let's have a beautiful experience using this phone, unlocking the possibilities. And I'm going to talk about this one. I'm going to do a lot of videos about it. So please be subscribed to the channel if you're not, and let's go on that journey. So again, I'm recording this video with my Sony Xperia 1, which is what I've been using to record all the videos here for the past 2 years or so. But I just unboxed the camera. If you have not seen that video, I'll leave the link up here. That's the Sony ZV-1. That's my new camera I'm going to be using here in the studio, and I'm still going to use the phone as my secondary camera. But I'm going to go on a journey with my experience with the Sony ZV-1 and a journey with my experience with this device, the Surface Duo 2. Let's go on that journey together. I'm sure it's going to be exciting. And there are a few more things coming in the channel. There's a big box there that came in. It contains things for my Jeep. So I said that in 2021 we're going to do some things about the Jeep. I've got some very exciting gadgets there that I'm going to be unboxing here, and then I'm going to go on this short journey of how to install it in the Jeep. It's a new stereo system I got for the Jeep. It's interesting, amazing, and exciting. I'm also excited about that. I'm going to do a video to unbox it. I'm going to do a video of how to use it, to install it in the Jeep, and then the experience with that. So if you're a Jeep fan, if you like to have a Jeep tomorrow, come with me on the journey. Thank you for watching, and I'm really excited about this guy. I like the camera. I thought I was going to hate it. You see, it's a bit slanted like this. That's because it can allow the other screen to sit flush when it's turned. Still got some flex in here, of course, because there's nothing here, but it's not a problem. You can use it in one-handed mode. You can use it to read a book, like a Kindle. I love this guy. I love the white. If there's one thing it doesn't have, is wireless charging. And of course, the reason it doesn't have it is because you can see it is too thin to add wireless charging pad on it. You're going to make it thicker, and I don't want it to be thicker. I'll plug in the USB if that's what I have to do. But this is just so beautiful. So in my argument, this is the best phone. Why do I say it's the best phone of the year? I mean, iPhone 13 is a very good phone. iPhone 13 Pro Max. All the other, Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, the Google Pixel 6 Pro, and all the other high-end phones. They're very, very good phones of 2021, but I still think if I have to choose one phone in the year of 2021, this would be absolutely my first choice by a mile. It's expensive, but it's worth every penny. I mean, look at this beauty. So you can notice I've not powered it on. That's because I don't want to do it. I want to go and follow the books and charge it a bit. And then I'm going to do a video immediately on setting it up. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to set it up here with you. Let's do the setup together. Okay? Thank you for watching, and see you soon.